The live began light and familiar. Army joking in the chat, Jimin smiling softly, Jungkook relaxed beside him. In the middle of talking, Jimin suddenly went quiet. He looked down, took a slow breath, then faced the camera again with a gaze that felt heavier. When he spoke, his voice stayed calm and low, no jokes, no dramatics, just clear, steady words. The sentence sounded simple, but the meaning was heavy. Began sharing feelings he'd been carrying alone, struggles that never show on stage, and difficult choices that don't get easier just because you're famous and loved. He didn't name anyone, yet every word felt deeply personal, impossible to dismiss as casual fan talk. The chat, which had been racing with emojis and laughter, slowed almost to a stop as Army realized this wasn't idle Jimin speaking, but Jimin as a human being. At first he wore his usual small smile, listening comfortably. But as Jimin continued, that smile disappeared. Jungkook went silent, eyes fixed on Jimin, then drifting away for a second as if trying to process it all. He didn't interrupt, didn't tease, didn't change the subject. Jimin ended with a soft but firm closing line, then gave a faint smile, almost like he was trying to ease the tension, but the impact had already spread. Fans weren't speechless because they were confused. They were moved because it felt raw and truthful, honest about pressure, responsibility, and how not every big decision can be shared, even with the people closest to you. After a beat, Jungkook finally gave a slow nod toward Jimin. He still didn't say anything, but that simple gesture felt like a quiet, "I hear you and I respect this." After the live, clips and translations spread quickly. Many fans wrote that, maybe for the first time, they could really feel the weight the members carry behind polished performances. Jimin didn't post a clarification or expand on his words, and there was no official statement. He let the moment stand, then appeared a little less often, still warm and kind, but with a new lightness, as if releasing that truth had freed him. Jungkook, in small ways, seemed more attentive, sitting closer, waiting a little longer, listening more carefully. Over time, Army came to see that this live wasn't the beginning of conflict, but a turning point, a shift from acting like everything is always fine to giving honesty more room. In the end, that broadcast is remembered less for shock and more for courage. Jimin's courage to speak, and Jungkook's courage to answer with silence. A reminder that behind the spotlight, they are human first, and that sometimes one sincere sentence and one wordless reaction are enough to make the whole world pause.